Hey guys, Ryan here.
And Ash.
So, I guess you could say we are now eBay sellers. This is our breakdown of our first 30 days selling on eBay. All in all, we sold 39 items with a total gross profit of just over $1,400. Now let's go over just what it was we sold and how much we made per item.
First item that we sold on December 28 was my Victoria's Secret pink tote gym beach bag that I actually got for free when I purchased items from Victoria's Secret. They paid $10.99 for it plus $14.20 for shipping, so we made a good profit on that. Our second item we sold was actually my dress that I had from Guess. I actually paid only $7 and we sold it for $15.70 and they paid $9.99 for shipping.
Next up is a set of 6 crystal champagne flutes that sold on December 30th. We paid $16 for at Goodwill. It ended up selling for $35.99 and we agreed to pay shipping in a medium flat rate box. So this wasn't the best flip, but we made a little on it. Next up is a Hello Kitty steering wheel cover that I purchased for Ashley. She decided she didn't want it, so we ended up selling it. It sold on January 4th. We paid $3.99 for it from Ross's. It sold for $16 and the buyer paid $13.50 for shipping. So this was a good flip.
Hey guys, did you guys notice how Ryan is saying my name in this video? It's supposed to be Ashley, but it's like slurred. It's like Ashley. I don't know, if it sounds so funny when he says it out of his mouth. Leave a comment and let me know if you think he's saying my name wrong, because since we've been together, he's always said my name wrong and it drives me freaking crazy. If you guys haven't already, please like and subscribe our video. We'll be posting more videos on our eBay adventure and all our other adventures that we encounter in life.
Our fifth item we sold was a Wig and Wager board game. We found it brand new in the wrapper. It sold on January 4th. We paid $2.99 for the game from Savers. It sold for $20 and the buyer paid shipping of $14.20. Another good flip.
Sixth item that we sold was the IKEA 18-ounce water bottle that sold on January 4th. I paid $3.99 for it at a local Goodwill and it sold for $20, and we actually had a local pickup. She was in the same town we were in, so we just met up with her and she was a very nice sweet lady who gave us a positive feedback. This item I picked up as well. It's a brand new Minecraft twin comforter, just the comforter. I paid $12.79 for it from a local Savers. They paid $25.70 for it and they paid $9.30 for shipping. This item here is a vintage can opener with a knife sharpener that sold on January 6th. I paid $6.99 for it from a local Goodwill. Buyer paid $40 for it plus $14.35 for shipping. And
the buyer actually had a small issue with his item. He said upon opening it that the motor would spin, but it made a weird whining noise, and we weren't sure how it goes. This was our first dispute ever, so we just decided to offer him 50% back of his price that he paid in a refund, and he could go ahead and keep the item and use the money towards fixing it or getting another can opener. In the end, we still ended up making a pretty good profit, even though we gave him back half his money. But we're happy, he's happy, and we still got 100% good reviews, so that's the main thing. Item number 7 is a brand new with tags vintage side out brand volleyball or swim shorts. It sold on January 7th and we paid $3.99 for it at Goodwill. It sold for $18 and the buyer paid $4.81 in shipping. Number 10 are a pair of Wrangler jeans that we found new with tags, and we sold on January 7th. We paid $7 for the pair of jeans at Goodwill. We ended up selling them for $20, and the buyer paid $14.20 in shipping. Number 11. A pair of Vans Marvel comic shoes that were a gift to our son. He decided he didn't want them anymore, so we went ahead and sold it for him. They sold on January 10th for $20, and the buyer actually paid $19.05 in shipping.
This next item also belonged to our son. It's a large epoxy resin tarantula spider, and he actually paid quite a bit of money for it. He paid $40. It only sold for $15, plus we paid for shipping. It wasn't really getting a lot of views, so we just took the offer. He said go ahead with it, and he was happy it at least sold.
Number 13. A Ben Davis 3XL work shirt. We sold on January 11th. We paid $3.50 from the Salvation Army, and it sold for $25, and the buyer covered the shipping of $7.35. Number 14. A Guess bag with a matching wallet that sold on January 11th. I actually paid $80 for this bag and wallet for Ashley at Universal Studios when we took a trip in 2015. So we've had it for a while. It had a few stains on it. It was time to get rid of it. We ended up selling it to a customer for $25. They were actually very happy with it, and we covered the shipping in a flat rate box.
Next item is an item that I purchased. It's a Roberta Oaks Aloha Shirt that sold on January 12th. I purchased it for $9.99 from a local Goodwill. It sold for $50, and we paid for shipping, which was like $3 to $4. It was a very small package, so it was a good profit on this purchase.
Next item up, we have a Seiko Mantel clock, which sold on January 12th, and we paid $6.99 from Goodwill. Ended up selling it for $40, and the buyer paid shipping of $14. But we had to give them a $7 refund because when he opened the box, he noticed that one section of the pendulum in the center of the clock actually broke off during shipping. But he was a very nice customer. He just said if we could send him $5 to buy himself a bottle of super glue. So we decided he was so understanding, we refunded him $7. Another good review and a happy customer. This item is a 3-piece lot of Yankee Screwdrivers, which were given to me by my uncle about 15 years ago. I never ended up using them, so we sold them on January 14th for $55, and the buyer paid $14.35 in shipping. These actually sold through a promoted listing, which means that we pay eBay a small fee and they sponsor our item, which kind of puts it up at the top of the list. We'll explain more about that in a video in the future. We have a pair of vintage Lee Ryder Genes that sold on January 15th. We paid $6.99 from Goodwill. It sold for $30, and the buyer paid $14.20 for shipping. Another good flip.
This Primo Beer Billabong surf shorts was sold on January 15th. I paid $7.99, and it sold for $28.30. Buyer paid $4.81 for shipping, and we actually picked this surf shorts up at a Savers.
Up next, we have a Robin Ruth Japan Hello Kitty bag, which sold on January 16th. We purchased it for $2.99. It sold for $20, and the buyer paid shipping of $4.06. We purchased it at a local Goodwill.
Next item is a 1981 Charles Dickens spoon collection set of 12 that's Franklin Mint, and it sold on January 16th. We paid $6.99 from a local Goodwill. It sold for $30 and the buyer paid $19.05 for shipping.
Up next, we have a World Industries retro skateboard t-shirt. It sold on January 19th. We paid $3.99 from Ross and we sold it for $14, and we covered the shipping on this item. Not a huge profit, but it was still worth our time. Next up, we have a Majestic Brand Derek Jeter number 2 New York Yankees 2009 World Series baseball jersey. We sold it on January 19th for $37. We paid $12 at Savers, and the buyer paid $9.30 in shipping. Overall, another good flip.
Next up, we have a vintage, brand new Mr. Coffee Jr. 4-cup coffee maker. We sold it on January 19th. I only paid $6.99 from a local Goodwill. It sold for $49, and the buyer paid $19.95 in shipping.
We sold an Under Armour St. Pauli Football Club jersey on January 20th. We paid $4.99 at Goodwill and sold it for $40 with free shipping. We have a new with tag men's Levi 502 jeans. Sold on January 20th. We originally paid $7.97 from Goodwill, sold it for $26.99, and we covered the shipping.
This lovely item here was actually my dress. It's a guest dress, long sleeve, and I paid $7 for it quite a few years ago. We sold it for $10 and we gave it to them for free shipping. Sold on January 20th.
Here we have a new with tag Columbia PFG Bonefish men's fishing shirt. It sold on January 21st. We paid $6.99 from Ross's. It sold for $20 and the buyer paid $9.30 shipping.
Up next is a brand new original makeup eraser cloth kit. It has 3 pieces. It sold on January 21st. Only paid $3.99 at our local Savers, and it sold for $13 and the buyer paid $4.81 in shipping.
We sold this great Smithsonian hardcover history book on January 22nd. We paid $2.99 from Goodwill, sold for $25 with free shipping. Up next, we have this Ryder Johnny Walker embroidered extra large polo shirt. We sold on January 22nd. We paid $6.99 from Goodwill and sold it for $18 with free shipping.
Hey, this Hello Kitty iPad stylus Ryan actually bought for me like 7 to 8 years ago. I believe he paid about $14, and because how old it was, we just decided to get rid of it. We sold it for $5 and we paid for shipping. We sold it on January 23rd.
Next up, we have a pair of Lacrosse men's insulated cold weather boots, sold on January 23rd. I originally paid $12.99 from Savers, and we sold it for $40, and the buyer paid $19.95 shipping. Up next, our most profitable sale to date. It is a E-Tech 3 AM all-metal electronic paintball gun marker, sold on January 24th. I originally paid $40 at Goodwill. It was a little bit of a scary buy because that was a high amount to pay for anything you're trying to flip. It turned out selling within 24 hours for $125. That's a profit of $85, which is a great flip for something that I was not 100% sure about, but it turned out for the best. And in the end, the buyer ended up paying $14.35 for shipping.
This Red Fox leather jacket from Colleen Lopez actually belonged to my mom. She didn't fit it, so she gave it to me, and I didn't fit it as well. It sold on January 24th. The buyer paid $16 for it plus $14.20 for shipping. This Yeti Camouflage t-shirt that sold on January 24th. I actually paid $5.99 for it. I was a little disappointed when it only sold for $14. We did post it for higher, but you have to let things sell. You got to keep things moving. And we also paid for shipping. It was a sad sale for me because I really had high expectation. The comps for these types of shirts are like 30 plus, but it was okay. This pair of Clark's Indigo black leather slip-on heels was sold on January 26th. I paid $12.99 for it at a local Goodwill, and it sold for $18. Not a lot, but the buyer did pay for shipping, which is $14.90, and I had to let it go. This super cute medium-sized Guess backpack was actually mine. I paid $25 for it a while ago. This item sold on January 26th for $8, and buyer paid $14.90 for shipping. Now for our last and final item, which is our 39th item, is this flute that was actually mine that I had years ago. I didn't pay anything for it. My parents bought it for me. It sold on January 27th for $34.99, and buyer paid for the shipping, which was $21 something. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. To be honest with you, we only thought we would make a couple $100 our first month, because based off of all the research and videos that we watched, they don't really make this much sales in the first month. This is certainly telling us that we are doing something right with our products that we are posting and everything. So please like and subscribe to our channel. Stay tuned for the next video that we will be posting. It most likely will be of us setting up our inventory storage, which would be a really good video. Until next time.